Hi, my name is Daniel Mouse, agronomist and customer service at Dow Seeds. Today I'll talk to you about how to prepare your planter before planting season. An overall checkup of your planter is the first step to attaining high yields. One of the first steps is to make sure that your planter is level and to make sure that the seeding discs are aligned from one side to the other. Leveling your planter can be taken in the shop or in the field. The best practice is to check it in the field after it's full of seed and fertilizer and has run down the field a little bit. It is also very important to regularly check seeding depth and population in the field. If the height of the attachment point is too low, this will impact your row units. Starting with the furrow opening discs that will cut too deep as if they were plowing the soil instead of making a nice seed bed. The seed tube will angle up and seed placed halfway up the trench instead of the bottom of the furrow at the desired seed depth. The packing wheels will also be higher and will not be able to do their job properly. On the other hand, if the attachment is too high, the furrow opening disc will make a shallower furrow. Seed will not be planted deep enough, and closing wheels may put too much pressure on the soil over the seed bed, compromising emergence. It is also important that all tires on the planter be at the recommended air pressure, more so on the ground-driven planters. Also check if the seed units are in their place, with no loose or missing bolts. A manual lifting and shaking of each unit will help pinpoint any problem. This is important to keep a uniform spacing between the rows. Take a look at the furrow disc opener for any wear. As an example, a new disc of 15-inch diameter must be replaced when its diameter is under 14.5 inches. These discs are important to get the right furrow depth. It is very difficult to measure the diameter of the discs in place. If so, remove them to get the right measurement. Concerning spacing between both discs on the same unit, you should be able to slide a business card on both sides with 1 to 1.5 inches between the two. If the space between the two discs is too wide, it will create a furrow in a W shape instead of the ideal V shape. Another part to check are the packing wheels. You should be able to turn them by hand, but not too easily. If your planter is equipped with driving chains, make sure that there is no wear or damages. They need to be lubricated and adjusted to correct tensions. This will optimize the seeding rate and the placement on the row. Downforce on seeding units should also be verified whether you have conventional springs or pneumatic system. You should always refer to the owner's manual for the proper settings. In dry conditions, you will need a higher pressure to place seed at the desired depth. In moist conditions, you should reduce the pressure a little to prevent planting too deep. It is very important to take the time to verify seeding depth when conditions are changing. It can be soil type variation or soil moisture. Following points involve the seeding tube of each unit. Seed falls through these tubes and exits between the opening discs for a placement right in the furrow. Be sure that all the tubes are free of any residues to allow a clear passage to the ground. The packing wheels. They must turn somewhat easily when handled manually. You should find a spacing of 1 to 1.5 inch at the base. The spacing must be aligned with the seed row to pack only on each side of the seed bed and not directly on the seeds. Finally, we don't have to tell you that you need a good emergence of your crop. You're looking for a specific population, and to attain that, the right number of seed must be placed in the ground. The spacing between them must be uniform, and the seeding depth should be based on conditions at the time and soil types. On that note, I'm wishing you a great seeding season.